I'm your host, Pensyfan19, and welcome to the May 2023 Pensyfan Periodical. This is a monthly news series which covers most of the major railroading headlines from around the world, as well as my opinions on them. We have a lot of articles to go over today, so with that in mind, let's get rolling. First off, we're starting with a bit of local news for me at least, as Metro North released the first of 5 heritage units. In celebration of their 40th anniversary, the commuter railroad repainted P32AC number 208 into the railroad's first official livery, which was commonly seen on their FL9s. It's fitting that they started with an older version of their own livery for their first unit, as starting with any one of the other predecessor railroads wouldn't properly highlight the celebration, as this heritage unit has the 40th anniversary brand sticker on its side. As for the other 4 predecessor heritage units, they'll likely represent New York Central, Penn Central, Conrail, and either another Metro North livery or a variation of the New Haven livery, since Metro North already rosters 4 New Haven Heritage P32s based on a request by Conduct. Even though I just missed being in the area at the time of the reveal of this engine by a few weeks, I can't wait to hopefully catch it whenever I'm near Metro North's trackage, as I feel it's fantastic for this commuter railroad to recognize multiple eras of predecessor service, as yet another commuter railroad follows the heritage unit trend to recognize their extensive history. Speaking of which, here's some interesting news. Norfolk Southern has leased ex-BNSF Wells Fargo SD70 Max due to an equipment shortage despite their stored SD70 Aces. A Michigan news company highlighted a song based on the Amtrak Wolverine by Twilight Tears. Railway Age used the train's rendering of a BNSF HH-20B. The next train from Carmarthen to Aberystwyth will depart in 30 years. Tony the Tiger made an appearance on Trains Newswire regarding a Kellogg's plant on the Keystone Corridor. BART released anime mascots. 60 abandoned streetcars at the Windsor, Pennsylvania trolley graveyard are to be scrapped. Canadian National claimed the Canadian government doesn't know how to bake. The Mexican Navy has occupied portions of Grupo Mexo Transportes. And the President of Mexico asked CPKC to assist with constructing Tren Maya and the Tehuantepec Isthmus Corridor, as well as high-speed rail from Mexico City to Querétaro. It's certainly interesting to see a Class 1 freight railroad assist with new passenger projects in Mexico, and hopefully this sets a precedent for CPKC and other Class 1s to assist with our passenger projects in the US and Canada. Now here's a follow-up news section for articles covering stories from previous episodes. Amtrak has repainted P42DC number 164 into a Phase 4 livery, but without a 40th anniversary lettering, thus making up for repainting 184 in the Phase 5 and assuring that the 40th anniversary units are here to stay. The same railroad's Lincoln service has been upgraded to 110 miles per hour. The Avelia Liberty is delayed to 2024, while Renfe Avalos are to enter service in November. Colorado Pacific has given up their bid on restoring the Tennessee Pass. Tugboat has begun testing their autonomous freight car. Elon Musk is no longer the CEO of Twitter. And the Northern Lights Express received funding in the Minnesota State Omnibus Bill, which, in addition to restoring St. Paul to Duluth service, also includes studies for Mankato Intercity Rail, Blue Line Light Rail extension funding, extending the North Star to St. Cloud, and intercity service to Fargo, North Dakota. In other news, the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad is to restore Southern Railway 722, the Aberdeen, Carolina and Western has placed their E9 into service, BART has placed their geometry car into service, the battery-converted SD4EJ has been tested on the Pacific Harbor Line, FGC Statler bimodes have entered service, the Bureau Valley Railway is to purchase battery-powered minimum gauge engines, Green Cargo is to lease Siemens Vectrons, while DB has purchased FE Shutter 1000s, TikTok is now banned in Montana, new concept art has been released of DC Union Station's train shed, TRM has wired National Rail equipment, Fred Ensign CF is to be broken up, TransPennine Express has been nationalized by an operator of last resort, and Kansas City is looking into an extensive commuter rail network, and although no official map has been posted as of yet, this older map gives a pretty close representation of proposed service, and I hope that it encourages other cities to form their own commuter rail networks too. Also, happy 10th anniversary to Wego, happy 125th anniversary to Siemens, happy 150th anniversary to the San Francisco Cable Car System, and happy 160th anniversary to BLET. After all that, it is now time for this month's Meme of the Month. This month's Meme of the Month is Ding Dong Ditch Incident. And now, the top story of the May 2023 Pensyfan Periodical is CSX releases first of many heritage units. After years of asking and wondering with more sticker units as stopgaps, CSX finally revealed the first of many Heritage units for their Family Days event, but in a style that no one expected. Instead of the traditional full repaint of an engine to a previous livery, CSX decided to leave the cab in YN3 and fade into the Heritage livery, and numbered the engine based on the formation year of the railroad it represents. Likewise, the first of these engines was numbered 1827 to represent the start date of the Baltimore and Ohio, which is one of the largest and most significant predecessor railroads of CSX. Although, given the unprecedented nature of combining past and present liveries on a Heritage unit, rail fans across the nation were left with strong mixed reactions to their first Heritage unit, especially when the same railroad made complete B&O inspired Heritage units for their executive train F40PHs just 2 years ago. Many rumors of the engine being repainted again were soon spread, only for all of them to be put to rest when CSX themselves released an official video explaining the concept behind the fading livery, in which the present is pulling the past behind it. Just like the Metro North units, it appears CSX will be releasing these Heritage units one at a time instead of all at once like Norfolk Southern, as CSX will likely continue this fading paint technique for all of its predecessor railroads. Now for the big question, what do I think of the first of these Heritage units, namely 1827? The fading concept is pretty unique, and the engine doesn't look too bad overall, even though it's not necessarily my favorite, but my number one complaint I have with this engine is the radiators. This was likely done due to ease of maintenance, but something doesn't look right with the gray having different heights on the top, especially the rear light. Although the combined CSX and B&O logo on the long hood is pretty creative, and it makes me wonder what logo combinations we'll see next on other units. Upon the release of this explanation video by CSX, strong opinions on 1827 has since seemed to simmer down, but its unique approach to Heritage liveries makes it a hot enough topic to earn the title of Top Story of the Month. Thank you everyone for watching this month's episode of the Pensyfan Periodical. There have been a lot of rail news headlines for the month, and it will be very interesting to see what the future has in store for all of these articles. Thank you again for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Have a good day.